As our dependence on social media grows and it becomes more integrated into our lives, we're becoming more influenced by what we see online than ever before, especially when it comes to fashion. By leveraging a celebrity's fan base and image through tagging, brands can now reach audiences and boost their reputation. This collaborative effort is called celebrity seeding. Celebrity seeding is a symbiotic industry that harnesses the power of celebrities' influence to increase sales and create more awareness for brands. Due to this, the ongoing feud between stylist Ezine Olivia and Ghanaian actress Nana Akua Addo over the latter's AMVCA 2024 dress not being tagged has gathered several reactions online, as Ezine had lamented about not being given credit for the dress Nana wore to the event. However, Nana denied her claims and filed a lawsuit against her. Some have argued, though, that being tagged on social media for a service received from a vendor is not mandatory if the person has been paid. Well, to help us get a proper perspective on what really happened with that incident, I'm now being joined by Nana Akua Addo, a Ghanaian model, actress, and film producer. She was the second runner-up in Miss Malaika 2003 and the winner of Miss Ghana Germany in 2005. She has received awards including the Glitz Style Awards and City People Entertainment Awards. Nana has also starred in several films, some of which include Destiny's Child, Blood, Wannabe, Rain, Speechless, Never Again, and Tears. She also produced 2 films, Wannabe and Nukuli, The Masked. Also joining us is a veteran in the fashion industry, Lanre Dasilva Ajay's eponymous label LDA was founded in 2005 and is arguably one of the most well-known clothing labels in Nigeria today. I think I need my coffee. Her pieces have been worn by many of the biggest names in the Nigerian fashion and entertainment scene. The brand has showcased in Nigeria and is world-renowned global fashion weeks and has also been featured on various African and international media platforms. LDA was also part of the Ndani Style House Files collaboration pop-up store project in Selfridges. The LDA pieces from LDA's Spring-Summer 2013 collection, specially tagged Butterfly Kisses, were also sold at Dolce & Gabbana stores. Last but certainly not the least is Chioma Ikokwu, a lawyer, entrepreneur, and philanthropist with over 15 years of business experience. She is the CEO of Good Hair Limited and co-founder of various ventures, while also championing women and children's development through the Good Way Foundation. Chioma has also delved into fashion and entertainment with ventures like Chioma's Closet and Real Housewives of Lagos. Her multifaceted approach underscores her success in both business and personal endeavors. A warm welcome to all of you. My God, that was a mouthful. I think we missed half the show based on just your introductions. Nana, I'm meeting you for the first time. This controversial dress, what is the story behind it? Because we've heard all angles. What exactly happened?
Well, I'd like to use this platform to say hello to my Nigerian audience. And once again, it feels good to be back because I told them I was going to be back.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. So it started with a dream where I wanted to create something different. And my team and I started talking about it. What do we want to do for the next AMVCA? So we thought about doing the 3D wearables. And then we had to resource for the fabric. We had to resource for the material. So I started with my Ghanaian designer. He's in the person of Yatel. So Yatel and I had to do a lot of research as in how do we come by the 3Ds. And we realized it wasn't produced in Ghana. So we did some findings in the US. It was going to take a longer time. Our best bet was China. It was affordable and it was going to be quicker due to the time that we have on our hands. Then I was introduced to Yoli. That was my first time meeting her because she was in China. She needed to go and see the print and she needed to make sure.
Now, who is Yoli?
Yoli is my Ghanaian designer.
Okay.
So then she was introduced to the project.
Okay.
Okay, so she had to go to China. She was in China. She had to go and supervise and make sure that the 3D was exact as what we want, especially when it comes to size. Size was very important. So she had to do the supervision, which she did. She did the quality control and everything was checked and then she flew in. So whilst doing that, we're getting so close to AMVC. I think we were at the last week, which was on Monday. Yoli got to Ghana on Wednesday. So due to time, I had to then talk to Izene. That's my Lagos.
So Izene is the designer that you're having a controversy with?
Yes. So I had to talk to her, and I had to explain to her what the situation was. There's Yatel and there's Yoli. And now I need an undersuit.
So now you have two designers?
Now I have two
designers. You have the Chinese designer and your Ghanaian designer.
Yes.
Working in collaboration.
Yes, I have two designers, my Ghanaian designer.
Your Ghanaian designer.
And then and two designers from Ghana.
Okay.
The Chinese are just the manufacturers.
Okay, so you have two designers already on this project?
On this project.
Okay.
So I spoke to Ezene and I asked her about the body. Then she said she could provide it for me, and then she gave me her budget, which was 450K, which I was okay with it because I told her that I needed it so quick. So she had it done and sent it to me in Ghana.
So she made the brown piece on the...
Yes.
Can we have a video of that,
yes,
please?
Yes, she did.
So our audience can see what we're relating to. So she made the brown piece under the video,
yes,
under
did.
the dress?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And the reason was that Yoli was in China. Yoli was supposed to do it, but she wasn't there. And time, I didn't have so much time. Sorry. So Yoli got in on Wednesday. So Thursday we did the dress rehearsals. And doing that, I called Izene on a live video, myself and Yoli, for her to see that the 3D is in and this is how we're going to arrange it. We counted them, we numbered them, where they were going to go on the left side, on the right side. We all agreed to what was happening. And that was it. So I made my way to Nigeria. That's on Friday. We got to the airport, myself with Yoli. Yoli didn't make it to my flight. That was the early morning flight. She had to come on the afternoon flight. So I got here, headed straight to the studios and got ready. So that was how come the whole world had to see Izene alone working on me, because my designer was stuck way back in Ghana.
Okay, but so basically what it is that she only made the underlay of the dress.
Yes, she did.
She did not actually, we can see the dress on the studio
Okay.
now. I was hoping that they would show the video of the part you were describing, because that actually shows the dress that she actually made.
Yes.
So this video, this picture that we're looking at now, all these white petals that we're seeing, was not crafted by her.
Not at all, not crafted
Okay, so
by
now,
her.
but also, we also hear that you actually gave her credit, or you actually tagged her.
Yes.
But she said that she wanted to be tagged for the whole creation. Is that what caused the whole controversy?
Yes.
And you now removed her?
Yeah, because she asked me, and in front of my production team, my makeup artist, my hairstylist, whilst I was getting ready for the AMVC on that very day. So I decided, well, I had a conversation with her. Do you prefer to be tagged or you want to be paid out? The reason was that we've had so many hands already on this project, and I just needed two designers. So I just wanted to know where her stand was. Either she was with the team or she wanted to be paid out, which was absolutely okay with me. So when I asked her, she told me she was interested in the money.
Oh, so she wasn't interested in being tagged?
No, she wasn't.
So why did she turn around and then now get upset that?
Because it went viral.
Okay, because it went viral.
I think she didn't even know maybe who I was. I think so, yeah.
Let me get back to Chioma.
Okay.
Okay, you are a celebrity. Oh, well, at least you're quite popularly known, and you're an influencer of sorts, and people like to close you. So this collaboration between designers and celebrities, how feasible is it? Because some designers would argue, especially the upcoming ones, would argue that they're starting their career, they do not see the beneficial advantage financially to tagging people. So how feasible is it as a celebrity or an influencer to make collaborations with designers?
I've never met an upcoming designer that wasn't interested in collaboration. They all want to collaborate because as a celebrity or an influencer, your social media audience is currency. And I can guarantee you that that currency is higher than actual cash. The most that you'll typically pay for a dress is, let's say, like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million if it's extremely extravagant. I've had designers come to me and tell me, Chioma, like, what are you doing? We need to collaborate on a fashion line because whenever you wear an outfit, I make at least 30, 40 million. And they know themselves.
So those dresses cost 2, 3 million?
They cost about 1 million,
but
2 million, 3 million.
How can actresses and celebrities afford that?
I mean, it's
on a regular basis.
It's very expensive, which is why collaboration is key. Because imagine, okay, so you get invited to a premiere, you have AMVCA, you have this movie, that movie. So you can have 4 or 5 events in a week. So you can't spend 10 million on your outfits.
How does that make sense?
You have to do your hair, you have to do your makeup. It's very, very expensive, which is why celebrities collaborate. And honestly speaking, you actually benefit more if somebody tags you than if they pay you. Because if I pay you $1 million, that's it. That's all you're getting from that situation. But if I tag you, even if I can't pay you that $1 million or I don't pay you the $1 million, my entire audience is now, you know, privy to your work and they will pay.
Okay, now that you said that, Lanre, let's bring you in because you are a much more experienced designer. You've been in the industry for decades. And you have always built relationships with your clients. So this tagging or no tagging issue, how have you been able to grow your brand? What kind of relationships how have you been able to grow your brand from the level to the level where you're at now? What kind of collaborations do you have to do?
Yes, so what I would like to say on this is that I've heard some things about this, but it's very important for us to understand the relationship within the fashion industry. When I started, I remembered very much when yourself had seen my stuff on Tunda Abiola, precisely. I didn't know of anyone. She approached Tunja and said, who made your dress? She said to her, Lanre Dasilva, oh, I've heard this name from Big Maluka and some other people. I would like to call this lady. You won't believe it that from just that conversation, she came to my studio maybe about 2 days later, and the next thing I was on the Cannes Film Festival. She took pieces from me. You remember that? And from Cannes Film Festival, I went from that to the South Africa Fashion Week, to New York Fashion Week, to London Fashion Week, to so many. Yeah. My clothes were sold worldwide. I went to exhibitions. I mean, I would tell you that. So definitely, what I'm trying to say is that at that time, there were no camera phones. So it was really the magazines that we looked at. And I built super relationships. There's something in the fashion industry. 70% of what you do is your character. The 30% is your creativity. Yeah. So your character speaks for you. Your relationship speaks for you. Your collaboration with people speaks for you. So in this position, I feel like it's an unspoken rule for me. It's not something I even discuss. I don't talk about it. I expect, it's a mutual respect. I expect that you tag me and I'm also going to tag you back. So we don't even talk about it. I'll give it to Dominic, for instance. I remembered when we had a bit of social media stuff happening and people were taking pictures. We just came together. We spoke about, Rita, I'll dress you for some looks. And I said, Lanre, I love your clothes. I'd like you to dress me. And that was how it started. So when you have a relationship with someone, it's not about, I hear you, Chioma, on the money part and all of that. But in some cases, some token could be paid. So the dress is 2 million. It's okay for you to have a relationship and you know, Lanre, you still get some mile, we talk about it, okay, I'll give you 500K, and the rest of it, I don't have that much money. You know, I still have 7 more events this year. So let me pay you something. So it's a relationship. So I really think that is what pushes the brand. And obviously, it's very important your outfit is nice. If my outfit wasn't nice, she didn't know of me. This is 20 years ago. She just asked and my name, and then from there my name. So word of mouth is still very key, even till today. So that's my own take on it. I believe in the relationship. I believe in the collaboration. I believe in character. I believe in forming. And then most importantly, creativity is key. You have to build the brand for people to be interested. Okay. Your story is not told until
let me ask
you win.
Nana, and actually the same question goes to Chioma. What happens to the clothes after you've worn them once? I cannot but ask that. Because if you're going to spend 2 million, 3 million, sometimes even up to 4 million for these outfits, what happens? Do you collaborate with the designers? How do you get more mileage from it? Because it cannot just be one wear only. So let me start with you, Nana, then we can move on to you, Chioma.
Okay, so with me, it depends on the agreement I had with the designers. Some of them, you do return them. Some of them, you get to keep them. I think I am at the stage where I like to return them more because my house is so
Exactly. Your clothes are so elaborate. Yes. So but do you even wear them again after?
No, we don't. So I do have a team where sometimes you have people come into my DM, they reach out, or they're having a special event. Can they rent this, or can they even buy it off me? So yes, I have a team that they put this business aspect of my clothing. So I think sometimes there's a way to make a revenue out of it too, yeah. Okay,
Chioma, let me ask you the same question. Are there times when maybe the designer will take the outfit back and maybe reinvent something new from the outfits, or sell it as good second-hand value? Instances like that.
So most times if I buy it, obviously I keep it. But if it's a collaboration, sometimes they let me keep it and sometimes they want it back. As Nana said, it's take it back because I have no space. But also that's why I started Chioma's Closet, to give me the opportunity to sell these clothes, because honestly, once I wear it once and it's on social media, I can't wear it again because people are like, that dress that you wore to.
Yes.
So you can't
this
wear it again.
This one-time wonder thing.
So I have to sell it, but it's good because I make a lot of money from.
But another thing I want to ask, you also have, of course, like your issue that was so controversial, tag or pay. You also have people who will tell you, if I'm going to pay you, I'm not going to. If I'm going to tag you, I don't have to pay you. But there are also some that even if you pay them, you don't want them to post your picture on their page. Are you allowed to do that?
Of course, because once you part with your funds, you know, that's your intellectual property. So you have some celebrities who are very private, you know, people like Genevieve, you don't see Genevieve's picture everywhere. A makeup artist can't do her makeup and start posting her pictures, you're not allowed to. So some celebrities will actually have you sign an NDA or something to basically let you know that you're not allowed to post their pictures or use their intellectual property. You know, I feel like it's only in Nigeria where like you can just makeup artists or photographers or hairstylists. I mean, even I do it sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I'll just make videos of clients and I'll post it without necessarily asking. And it's not really the right thing to do. You're supposed to get permission from the person before you use their content because it's their intellectual property, you know.
But what if they gave you the outfit for free or you have a collaboration?
If it's free, you have to tag because otherwise what would be
aside from you tagging them, can they also now post the pictures on their pages as well?
Yes, because that's the whole point of the collaboration.
The only time that they don't have such privileges is when you pay them full time.
Once you part with your money, that you can't have that, you know, privilege. You're actually supposed to ask, and if the person's okay with it, then yes, you can post. And if they want to, once you pay, it becomes your choice whether you want to tag or not. Now that
Lanre, you were speaking about relationships, have there been instances where this privilege has been abused? You have people who have come to you time and time again and overused or abused the privilege that they have with you.
Not true.
You don't have to call names.
No, I'm not going to call names. So to be very candid, like you all know me quite well. Yeah, Nana, not yourself, but Miss Ruth, Chioma. You see, there will be some people like that. So you must find a diplomatic way to avoid such people. Like, oh, I don't have enough fabric right now. Oh, these looks are not really about ready. But you know, for someone like myself, again, a lot of my clients actually. Most of them are private clients and don't want this whole tagging situation and they will say to me, Lanre, please, no pictures. I'm not saying they don't want their pictures to be seen. Yeah, it's those of us that are out there that want it and it's okay because it's public, you know. So there's a lot of that. But those there's no one that will not get those kind of people once in a while. So it's how you manage that sort of situation that is very important. Because for me, it also helps because if people are not wearing the clothes, people don't get to see it. So I think the creativity is so key. And then it's how much you put into your work that people will get to see it. And you know, this whole story of tag, no tag, what happens, not happen. I mean, when I got to hear a bit of the story, what I think is very important is to put enough into your craftsmanship to make sure that you get to the limelight, you put enough into the success of your brand. Your story can't be told until it's winning anyway. So focus on your crafts. Focus on what you are doing because some of these people, some of the young ones today are more into maybe they are thinking, to dress celebrities. But once you're out there, the celebrity will tag you. She will tag you because you're already there and all of that. And once you're not tagged, there's something that I want to say. This can be seen as a joke. But for me, if it happens that the person doesn't tag me, for instance, I'm a young upcoming designer, I'll put the picture up. There is this thing called sponsored adverts. If you have one or two bloggers, let them put it up and make the story. You'll be surprised at the conversation that can come from that. And then people will be saying, but why didn't Chioma tag Henrietta now? Look at this beautiful dress now. One for these celebrities. Before you know what's happening, you will now call Henrietta and say, Henrietta, sorry, it's a problem that happened because it will go viral. So it's a situation where it's a 50-50.
Yes,
anything can happen. Because look at what happened with you. You did not think these things will become viral, right? So anything can happen, is what I'm trying to say. So as much as possible, please focus on the craft. So if I do a sponsored advert and everybody's talking about me, I'll just think to myself that she didn't tag me.
No, but let me even ask you, speaking of that, what's the update with this your issue now?
Okay, so
is it true that you're suing her or she's suing you? Which one is it?
I think this is just the beginning stages. It's just.
But is there any suit going on between both of you?
No, she's been sent a letter that she should come and apologize to.
Is there a letter by your people?
Yeah, but my legal team based in Nigeria.
That she should come and apologize.
Yes.
To you
and they changed the narrative because that wasn't what exactly happened. She asked me to untag her.
Oh, she actually asked you to untag her?
Exactly.
It's not that you tagged her on your own free will?
No, that's not the narrative at all. You understand?
You tagged her.
I tagged her.
She asked to be untagged.
Untagged.
Why did she ask to be untagged?
She said, these were her clear words, she doesn't want to mess with my Ghanaian designers.
But she didn't make the outfit. She only made mesh underneath it.
So the narrative is totally wrong. And then there's this thing about our business people don't get. The moment you exchange your craft or your design for money, then you do not even own the intellectual property anymore. Okay. So even if I want to tag, if I don't want to tag, it's my prerogative. Like you said, it's also based on relationship. And in this situation, after every conversation we had that I wasn't going to tag her, I still tagged her. And then she demanded that I should untag her. So I didn't understand why she would come back to social media and then rally all this hate towards my brand. I didn't need that. I've been coming to the AMBC for the past 5 years, and I come and I leave peacefully. I've had good relationship here. I have team that have worked solid behind me. They believe in my brand and they have supported me. One of my biggest fan base is in Nigeria. That's why I keep on coming back, you understand?
Maybe you should just move here.
I've been telling her, move.
Maybe she moved here for good.
She actually gave me a space in her house today.
Exactly, wonderful. But then again, talking about this tag or no tag issues, but when you wear designer clothes, when you wear international brands, you tag them. Yeah. So why can't you just tag our own local designers too?
So personally...
Because you pay full price for this international brands, don't you?
There's two parts to this. Personally, I tag everyone. And I tag everyone because...
Whether or not you pay...
Whether or not I pay. So even if I pay, even if I don't pay, I tag. And just because I want my audience... they always ask me, if I don't tag, I'll get 5,000 comments, where's your dress from? I have to tag. So I tag everyone anyway, regardless. Obviously, if I see someone that's young and upcoming and they're really good and their work speaks for itself, it's amazing, I will tag you because you deserve that platform to grow. If I had, in my day, obviously with good hair, when we were younger, if we had the opportunity to be tagged by celebrities, we would have loved that. And I know how it felt back then when we would send hair to celebrities then, and they would even wear the hair and they just won't tag. It was very painful. So I make it a point to tag everyone. However, it's my choice. Nobody can force me to tag them, especially if I've paid. Now, if I purchase something from Hermes, it's not every time I tag my Hermes bag. I can, if I want to.
Big girls.
And if I don't want to, I won't. Hermes cannot call me or send me a message via DM saying...
Yeah, but you can't compare Hermes to the upgrowing designer hair.
But also, they're established brands. They've paid their dues. They've gotten to a point where people now want to be affiliated. I want to tag Hermes. I want to tag Gucci. I want to tag LV because they're up there and they're brands that I want to be associated with. So someone who's just starting out can't expect every single person to tag them. Some people will feel like, let me pay for this particular, dress or whatever it is, and let me not tag because I don't have to.
Okay. So, Lanre, what last words do you have for young upcoming designers who are faced with this dilemma of tag or pay? What would you advise them to do moving forward?
Moving forward, most importantly, I think they should focus on the craftsmanship. When you focus on what you do, that will lead to people getting to know your brand, which is how I started, and I just told my story here. So when people get to know who you are, they speak your what goes before you. So focus on your craftsmanship. Try to stand out. When you stand out, your pieces, people like Nana would go and want to see who is this person and want. So over time, people get to know what you're doing, and then you use what you have. Social media is available now with the camera phones.
Thank you so much, Lanre Dasilva. Thank you so much, Nana Addo. Thank you so much, Chioma Ikokwu, for your very nice, interesting conversation.
Thank you.
So, if the way forward, focus on your creativity and hopefully get tagged. Thank you so much for being with us on Perspective.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now, in a working environment, the bond you create with people is going to take you much further than your product ever will. Business is all about relationships. How well you build them determines how well the clients build your business. Good working and mutually benefiting relationships are like building blocks that provide a solid foundation for growth and success. As with everything in life, including working relationships, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, working together is success, and if the elevator to success is out of order, you just have to use the steps, one step at a time. And remember, like I keep saying, life is a learning curve. That's all we have time for you today. You've been watching Perspectives here on Arise News with me, Ruth Osime. Do have a great time and see you next week.